The Ford Express News is sponsored by Tough Cuffs, Little Miami's #1 handcuff manufacturer. Are you looking for the perfect handcuff? Does every criminal you arrest or woman you abduct seem to escape? If this is happening to you, then come by our shop on Intercourse Avenue and we'll take care of all your handcuffing needs. Tough Cuffs. So tough, not even a key can set you free.
But I don't want to be a tree sticking in the ground. I'd sooner be a flea. I don't want to be a flower waiting by the hour, hoping for pollens to alight on me. So when I cease to be, I want to go back, I want to go back, I want to go back to the sea.
Good day to you, Little Miami. I'm Doofus Swetterstein alongside Nick Nipples.
Hairy testicles.
And also with us is the man in black, Carl Menthol.
Thanks, Doofus. It's good to be black.
Woo woo! Carl, you look different since the last time I saw you.
Well, when I overdosed on mayonnaise, it bleached my skin, and all those years of sharing needles, I contracted AIDS and lost 140 pounds.
Well, it is good to be black.
Banana Split University's no kicking the handicap door button policy is discrimination against the upper bodiless. People born without an upper body have no way to enter a building. They are being forced to ask for a little help. BSU student Arms Hennigan says he feels discriminated against.
I was born with no upper body. May look cool at first, but you haven't seen me naked. No fooling. My pockets are in places they shouldn't be. It's left me unable to please my girlfriend.
Arms also suffers from expanding skull syndrome, which has left his head the size of a submarine. BSU has refused to change its policy on the no kicking the handicap door button policy, but people like Arms will continue to fight. We'll be back with more news after this quick message from our sponsor.
Bladder is as delicate as a flower. The flower needs to be pollinated. The bladder needs to be emptied. What do you think when you get the uh-oh feeling and must walk miles to the nearest restroom?
Why me? Why me?
Do you feel envious when changing a baby's diaper?
Boy, do I!
Good news for you. All your wildest dreams have come true. Thanks to the Equality Foundation. They have introduced a way for all adults to go to the potty without ever having to remove their pants. It's called adult diapers, and you never have to replace it with a new one.
The Equality Foundation, making the world more equal.
We're back now with more news to scoop onto your plate. I'll let Carl handle this next story.
Thanks, Doofus. Papelbach High School student Rance Scrounfoot received a scholarship yesterday from the terrorist group Al-Qaeda. The scholarship is a full ride to any university that Rance wishes to attend. Al-Qaeda member Paula Abdul-Jabbar says that they want to give back after taking so much.
Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.
Rance has received a mixed reaction from the town for accepting the scholarship. On one hand, he's found a way to pay for college, but on the other, it's Al-Qaeda. Rance is considering becoming a terrorist, but what he really wants to do is start his own business. He's been searching for a way to combine the two, but so far has been unsuccessful.
That's an interesting story, Carl.
Yes, ma'am. We tried to reach Rance, but he was unavailable for comment.
That sounds like our first caller. Dusty Pancakes, you're on the air. What do you have to say?
Hey, Doof. First time listener, first time caller. I heard at the beginning of the show that one of your sponsors is Tough Cuffs.
That's right.
You see, I brought a pair of Tough Cuffs last month for my girlfriend. You know, to spice up our sex life. I handcuffed her to the bed and she hasn't been able to get the cuffs off. Her body has taken on a skeleton-like appearance. She's also pregnant, but I can't get her to the hospital for them to run tests.
That's unfortunate.
I don't see where you're going with this, Dusty.
I want you to renounce those Tough Cuffs.
I'm sorry, we can't do that. Next caller, you're on the air. Is this Michelle Plastic?
Dr. Michelle Plastic, I'd like to speak with Nacho.
Nip speaking.
Nacho, I work at the San Fran Tan Dan Medical Center, and I have many female patients come see me wanting nipple enlargements. They tell me their boyfriend likes them bigger than a hockey puck. I'd ask each lady the name of the man, but they only tell me that his surname is Nipples. I checked the Little Miiami phone book, and you're the only Nipples registered. I want to ask you, why are you obsessed with larger-than-life nipples?
Dr. Plastic, you there? It seems like we lost her. Well, we'll be back with more news after this quick break.
Hi, I'm Ryan Jansen, but you might know me better as Fat Ryan. I know what you're thinking. Isn't that fat kid that snorted turkey in high school? Well, yes, I am, and I've lost almost 150 pounds. And you want to know how? Bulimia. Bulimia is easy. First you eat something, then you throw it up. Bulimia, because food tastes better the second time.
And here's some more news. Dr. Helmut Ziegler has discovered that twins have a strong magnetic attraction towards one another. They say that Siamese twins have the strongest magnetic pull. Dr. Ziegler says he has this discovery through a painful trial and error.
We spliced and we diced and we even chainsawed. It was a bitch trying to, rip her apart. But especially when you have so much shit to cut through, it was really tough. But in the end, it was worth it. Because the conclusion that we found, it was so obvious. The twins have a magnetic, pull to each other. It was just insane.
Dr. Ziegler specializes in experimenting on children. They actually say his next test will discover of how much blood a little girl's stomach can hold until it explodes. I can't wait for that piece.
And now to end on the hotter side of news. Lavaland, that hot-as-hell theme park built around Little Miami's volcano, has sent us a memo with a list of people who should not attend the park. Number 1. Does your skin break out into millions of oozing blisters every time a ray of sunshine touches it? That's called irritative blister disease, or IBD. And if you have this, it would not be a good idea to live in Little Miami, as we have a volcano at the center of our town. Number 2, do you walk around with corks shoved up your nostrils to keep your nose from leaking? That's called excessive snot syndrome, or ESS, and coming to the park with that condition could cause your snot gland to implode. Number 3, people with foreheads that make up more than 1/2 of their total height. Do you look like this? The scientific term is gigantos foreheadius, but I refer to these folks as freaks. Number 4, half men, half sea turtles. Can you breathe underwater and drive a car? Coming to Lavaland would be no good for you, as water is one of the many banned substances. And number 5, burnt people. It will just make your condition worse. That's all for tonight, Little Miami.
And we got some advice for you.
Do your share for armpit hair.
I don't jizz in my motherfucking pants.
I love eating pussy.
Good night, Little Miami.
Bang!
When I was 3, my nurse told me about reincarnation. And ever since I've been convinced, thrilled with anticipation, that when I leave this earth, it makes my heart feel warm to know that I'll return in some other form. But I don't.
Pow!